Water supply may be in danger, threatened by terrorists overseas. Two separate incidents are raising concerns. This month, a pump at a water plant failed in Springfield, Illinois, and it is being blamed on foreign computer hackers, which would be the first confirmed cyber attack on a basic utility that Americans count on. Joining me now is the congressman leading the effort to fight such threats. Democratic Congressman James Langevin is a member of the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence. He is live this morning from Providence, Rhode Island. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Alex.
So, Representative Langevin, there was also some separate situation recently in West Milford, New Jersey, at a water supply facility. So we're looking at water supply sources right now. How safe are they?
Well, we're looking at all critical infrastructure, whether it's water treatment facilities, sewage treatment facilities, or even, most especially, the electric grid, all of which in many ways are run by remote systems called SCADA systems that can be hacked electronically through our cyber systems, and those systems could be disrupted. And I'm greatly concerned about the security of our critical infrastructure and its vulnerability to a cyber attack. So we have a lot of work to do, and I don't think that the owners and operators of the electric grid in particular, or water and sewage treatment plants, are taking this threat seriously enough. But the potential attack that took place in Springfield, Illinois, should be a real wake-up call. And again, those reports are still unconfirmed. The Department of Homeland Security and the FBI are currently investigating whether, in fact, it was a cyber attack, but all indications are that it seems that's what it was. So
if that is what it was, are there any concerns or indications this could have been a dry run for a larger attack?
Well, anything is possible. Our critical infrastructure is probed, and attempted hacks are made every day, thousands of times every day. And I've been trying to raise the alarm bell about how unsecure our critical infrastructure is, and what needs to be done to make those systems far more secure from protecting against a cyber attack than what it is today. You can imagine if, in fact, in the middle of winter, the electric grid, for example, were hacked, and turbines were caused to spin up out of control and burn themselves out, that a whole sector of the country could be without power for a significant period of time. Mm-hmm. These turbines that create power are not just sitting on a shelf somewhere we can just pop in another one. They take months to build, ship, and install. And Idaho now, in a test that they did, actually demonstrated that through a SCADA attack, we could actually cause a turbine to spin up out of control and burn itself out. So I'm very troubled about this. I don't think we're taking this threat seriously enough. Okay, well, I'm glad we're discussing it at least, though I do need to switch to another topic while I have you here, because you are a member of the House Intelligence Committee. I want you to listen to what Israeli Defense Minister Ehud Barak said just a few minutes ago about Iran's nuclear ambitions and the new report from the International Atomic Energy Agency. Here it is.
People understand now that Iran is determined to reach nuclear weapons. No other possible or conceivable explanation for what they had been actually doing, and that should be stopped.
Congressman, does the IAEA report provide the evidence that the U.S. and Israel needs to make the case that Iran has nuclear weapons in the works that will be ready for launch imminently?
It's my assessment that the IAEA report is exactly on target. It's very accurate. I believe that Iran is continuing to develop a nuclear weapons program, and this should be a wake-up call to the entire international community to unite and speak with one voice that we are not going to allow Iran to have nuclear weapons. It would be incredibly destabilizing, not only in the Middle East, but really in the world. And it's a very dangerous situation right now. But I believe personally that my assessment is that the IAEA report is very accurate, that Iran is continuing to develop a nuclear weapons program. Now, if Iran wants to have nuclear power for peaceful purposes, there is a way to get to that point, and there have been many generous offers that have been made to Iran, in particular having Russia reprocessing the fuel and bringing the fuel in and out of Iran, so that it's not being processed in Iran, where it could be weaponized and could be used to develop a nuclear device. But clearly Iran is, I believe, continuing on the march to developing a nuclear weapon. The world community can speak with one voice and impose harsh sanctions on Iran, so that it will cause Iran to abandon its nuclear ambitions.
All right, a sobering discussion. Democratic Congressman James Langevin, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Alex.